Rain is supposed to be a relief. In a hot city, the first real downpour can feel like somebody finally turned the volume down. Dust settles, the air changes, people lean out of windows. For a few minutes, the whole place smells like wet earth and possibility. Then the same rain meets a blocked drain, a slope cut too close, a building with a weak foundation, a road built for a different climate, and a city moving too fast to pause. This week, Delhi has been dealing with that other side of monsoon rain. Heavy showers have triggered landslides, disrupted travel, and been linked to a building collapse that killed at least 4 people. The immediate facts will develop, and the families at the center of the story deserve more than becoming a weather statistic. But the pattern deserves our attention too. Because when rain meets concrete, the argument is rarely just between nature and a city. It is between the city we inherited and the city we keep asking it to become. Delhi is enormous, layered, and alive in ways a map cannot capture. It has new expressways and old lanes, glass towers and crowded neighborhoods, planned districts and places that grew because people needed somewhere to live before the paperwork caught up. A monsoon does not fall on that city evenly. It finds the seams. There is a traditional Chinese medical analogy called pattern differentiation. Used here only as a cultural lens, it says that the same surface symptom can come from different underlying imbalances. You do not look at one sign and pretend you already understand the whole body. Cities deserve the same respect. One flooded road may be about a drain, one collapsed building may be about maintenance, one landslide may be about a hillside, soil saturation, construction, warning systems, or all of them at once. Calling it just bad weather is often the fastest way to stop asking the questions that might save lives next time. There is a second old idea that fits even better. Time, place, and person matter together. A plan that works in a dry season may fail in the monsoon. A standard that works in one district may not fit another. A warning sent to somebody with a smartphone, a car, and a flexible job is not the same warning for someone working outdoors, taking 2 buses home, or living in a building where leaving is not simple. That sounds obvious, but systems are very good at forgetting obvious things when they get big. The 5-phase framework gives us a clean way to see the pressure points, not as literal elements, but as relationships. Water is the rain and the runoff. Earth is the soil, the foundations, the ground that can hold or slide. Metal is the drainage grate, the rail line, the crane, the pipes, the emergency equipment. Wood is the tree cover and the living surface that slows and absorbs water. Fire is energy, pumps, power, urgency, and the heat that makes the first rain feel so welcome. When water arrives faster than the system can receive it, every other part gets tested. If the earth has been cut, packed, or undermined, it loses its grip. If metal infrastructure is clogged or neglected, it stops carrying pressure away. If wood has been stripped out, there is less shade, less absorption, less patience in the landscape. If power fails, the tools that should help can become part of the risk. None of that is destiny. And none of it is solved by saying, build more in a louder voice. The I Ching has a phrase often translated as, consider the danger and prepare for it. Treat it as a cultural metaphor for preparation, not a weather forecast. In a city during monsoon season, it becomes very practical. It means inspections before the rain, not after the collapse. It means knowing which streets flood first. It means getting a warning to people who actually need it, in a language and form they can use. It means leaving room in the system for water, because water will always find room for itself. The hardest part is that prevention is visually boring. Nobody shares a dramatic video of a drain that worked. Nobody trends a maintenance crew that fixed a wall before it fell. A hillside that holds through a storm does not make a headline. But that is the quiet architecture of safety. A citywide view shows that disasters do not only reveal nature's force, they reveal where a society has stored its risk, in whose neighborhood is flooding treated as inevitable, who can stay home when an alert arrives, who has insurance, legal paperwork, savings, or a relative with an extra room, who has none of those things. Rain does not choose a side, but exposure is never evenly distributed. That is why the best response is not to turn every storm into a speech about blame. It is to become more specific. Which building types need checking? Which drains need clearing? Which local workers already know the danger zones? Which people need transport, shelter, or a real way to report a hazard before it becomes an emergency? The monsoon will return. It is supposed to. Rain is not the enemy of a city. In a deeper sense, it is one of the reasons the city exists. The question is whether we keep treating each downpour as an interruption, or whether we finally build, govern, and care for cities as if water belongs to their future, because the rain is not asking for permission.